Hello students, welcome to Edupedia World. My name is Shivam Mishra and today we are going to discuss the solutions of Chemistry 2014 JEE Advanced Paper 2. The paper code which we are using is 8. Okay students, welcome back to Edupedia. Let us look at question number 18. Question number 18 is from chemical bonding from the topic of molecular orbital theory, and it basically tests your concept of orbital overlap. So basically this is a match the column type of a question. Let us have a look at it. So before you are able to answer the question, you must know that one lobe interaction, if there is a one lobe interaction between the orbitals, it results in the formation of a sigma bond. Okay, and if there is a two lobe interaction between the orbitals, that is a two lobe interaction, it results in the formation of a pi bond. Although not required in this question, but just for your information, I am stating some more facts over here. A four lobe interaction, that is between two d orbitals. Okay, a four lobe interaction would result in the formation of a delta bond, and finally a six lobe interaction, if it is a six lobe interaction, it results in the formation of a phi bond. Although not asked in this question, but this might be asked some years down the line. So now let us have a look at it. The option P, in option P you can see one lobe of this orbital, this is one lobe, and this is another lobe of another d orbital. So clearly you can see there is a one lobe interaction, and since both of them are in the same phase, this is also the same polarity and this is also the same polarity, so obviously there will be a constructive interference between the two waves, and due to constructive interference we will get a bonding orbital. Okay, and both these orbitals are double shaped, so both of them are d, so it is a dd. The first one for the P1, the option would be P is a dd sigma bonding. Okay, because the two orbitals are d and there is one lobe interaction, so that is why sigma, and there is constructive interference, that is why bonding. So clearly my option P is going to match with, we can find dd sigma bonding in 2, so P will match with 2. So that is the answer for P. Let us look at Q. In Q we can see that there is a two lobe interaction. Okay, and both of them are in same phase. This is plus and plus over here, and this is minus and minus over here. So this is a p orbital and this is your d orbital, and there is two lobe interaction and it is constructive interference. So this one will be pd pi bonding. It will be pd pi bonding. So my Q option will match with 3, because we can find in 3 we have a pd pi bonding. Let us look at R. In R again we have a p orbital and a d orbital, and again there is a two lobe interaction, but this time there is a destructive interference. Okay, if this is plus, then this is minus, and this is minus, and this is plus. Okay, so there is a destructive interference, so this will give rise to anti-bonding situation. So this will be, R will be pd pi anti-bonding. So clearly my R option will match with 1. And finally if you have a look at S, in S there is again single lobe interaction, and both of them are d orbitals. This is dz square and this is again a d orbital. Okay, and there is a single lobe interaction, but it happens to be a destructive interference, so this will be dd sigma anti-bonding. So this one will match with 4, so S will match with 4. So that is the correct answer to the question. Thank you.